finals here at Riptide 2024, wrapping up the biggest land here in the West. Once again, I'm counting my two co-commentators have not left the desk at all with me.
I have a bit of a confession to make.
Yes.
So I was asked to help out with seeding for this event. I was the only person to make Cream Soda the 1 seed. Everybody else picked Pursuit of Happiness the 1 seed. My logic being, yes, the Eternal Pursuit of Happiness is the old guard. These are names that need no introduction. They are always the #1 seed of everything. However, players like Goth and Zenith have been crushing it this year. Goth is my internal pick for competitive Splatoon Player of the Year. 2 Sendout Q finals, just 1 super jump with Zenith coming into this one. And even though I'm saying nice things about Goss, I know I'm going to get the glazing donut emote tweeted right back at me, but so be it. I feel like this could be a changing of the guard kind of set, like we saw in the first Riptide here.
Well, I mean, you say they don't need any introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hey, crowd, let's give it up for Cream Soda, Gus, Zenith, Thunder, Wave.
And crowd, I want to hear you guys for the Eternal Pursuit of Happiness with Kyo, Ice, Bagel, and Biscuit.
I wonder who they're rooting for. If I had to take a guess. Could it be the underdog in this scenario?
It might be.
If you don't trust my CD.
All right, guys, are you ready?
Come on, guys. I want to hear you guys do the first countdown here in Grand Finals at Riptide 2024. Lead us off, y'all.
And we are back. First game of Grand Finals at Riptide 2024. Cream Soda versus the Eternal Pursuit of Happiness. Nothing super unusual in these comps, both fairly standard.
I was talking to Kyo after that last set where they beat Cream Soda. One of the things they mentioned was how much they do not handle Hammer very well. Their comp is not built for dealing with that. Look for that to be something Cream Soda tries to use in effect against them.
And that's the big question here. Can Cream Soda take advantage of the hammers there that Pursuit don't want to deal with necessarily? So far, 20 points have been taken down here from Pursuit. It is going to be the 1 member down, but that's just going to be a quick neutralization. Case in point. There's that hammer. It already takes out a few. But so far, though, Pursuit is still holding on to this zone. It's 60 points remaining.
It doesn't matter how good your hammer is if the rest of your teammates are chilling back at their own spawn right now. Eternal Pursuit of Happiness is flexing on them.
They're doing a fantastic job, honestly, in this initial lockout. A beautiful Zuka coming out from Thunder is going to pick off 1, but not 2. But Kyo going down to a stray shot from a pencil means that is going to be a flip on the zone for Cream Soda.
And this is Cream Soda's first opportunity to see if they can get even more points on the board, but it's going to be 2 members down. It's going to have to wait just a little bit longer as those triple ink strikes will help assist with Pursuit taking care of the zone just then and there. And now we're kind of stuck into this neutral state there with both teams popping coolers at the ready there. But let's see how long this continues to play out here for Pursuit as they're still taking out those penalty points.
It is worth noting that Pursuit did get Cream Soda did get a quick cap there, but Pursuit of Happiness has managed to hold onto this zone regardless. They're almost completely burnt through that penalty with 1 player still down on Cream Soda. They're going to have to do a retake here fairly soon, potentially without all their specials ready.
Biscuit is just making a living on that right stack right there. Even though they get splatted, they always come right back to that 1 spot, funneling the rest of the players down to the left side and mid. But that causes a little bit of distraction right now as Kyo's able to get around and flank behind everything, making Wave have to split their attention.
And right now, Wave has to currently focus still on painting over the zone. And there is that zone flip earlier, so Pursuit is having to take down on 40 points in that penalty box. But so far, 2 members have gone down, and they have to deal with the Weber. And well, make that 3. They did lose everybody else in the process there, as right now Pursuit still taking down this one. Goss and the rest of the gang has to still let fire strong. It's still a 1-for-1 trade. Any trade will help benefit Pursuit at this stage, as the triple ink strike being thrown in there. Bagel trying to be in position at the left stack is still trying to fire towards Zenith. Zenith is shut down so far. They're gonna be allocating penalty points here soon. Now with these points still going, it's still 2 members down. Is this Cream Soda's chance to get the zones back? So far, he says yes.
this is just another example of how Pursuit is doing such a fantastic job of just holding space and not letting Cream Soda get in too far. They do manage to get a couple down, but Pursuit really just is having trouble holding this neutral area.
By the way, if you don't know who this player is, it's New Jeans. That's what they're more commonly referred to as, who just completely stuffed that player that was trying to push up into the base. Anytime it seems like Cream Soda's getting themselves established, it doesn't seem like Pursuit really cares.
And so far, Pursuit is still continuing with that aggression. As you noted there, too, Pursuit's just not really caring about Cream Soda's attack at this stage. And so far, Zuka not actually able to get any value. In fact, it is going to be one member down. Will this be the opportunity for Cream Soda? Yes, it's going to be the second Cream down. There's that hammer that has been used, but they're not going to need it at this stage unless Zenith has other ideas. Yes, that's one. Ice does go down by the end of it. It is going to be two members out. The Cream Soda is going to be out the penalty points here soon, as Thunder and Zenith are playing on that right-hand stack there. Kill is able to fire one at 2 speed and is able to retreat back.
They're doing a really good job just dancing around there. They've completely burned through their penalty, moving into mid. We see Pursuit of Happiness trying to mount an offense, but not really able to get the picks that they want in this initial push. This might be the opportunity to get lead if they can hold on to zone long enough.
Well, so far, are they able to keep this up? They do take two members out. It is still just a minute 2. This is a 2-for-2 trade, but it is ending with Cream Soda still heading onto the zone. Triple H trades. It has been thrown in. It forces the zone flip, and it will put Cream Soda heavy into those penalty points here. It is still ticking down with right now, Cream Soda taking care of that zone right now.
The difference is Cream Soda's finally starting to win these fights on these stacks. Both the left and the right one. Pursuit had complete control of it for such the longest time, but right now even Thunder is making sure Kyo doesn't get established right there. The question is, did they wait too late to start getting these controls?
And that's going to be the ultimate question right now. Two members have gone down. They're going to have to respond there with Zenith and the shot having to escape. There is that hammer that is available. Yes, zone is split. They have 8 seconds right now to get the zone flip. They're able to take 2. 2 has gone down. Cream Soda has control of the zone. They are going to at least get a team by the end of it. The area is still that cooler available. 2 members have gone down on top of it. Pursuit. So they're made over the zone for as long as they can. Where is that control that Pursuit has? They get it right then and there. Pursuit wins game 1 here in Grands.
It definitely feels like at the end of that game, Cream Soda was really starting to feel how to play against Pursuit of Happiness. But man, these guys are just the pros, right? Like, there's very little competition. Oh my God, the brick. Yeah, let's give it up for the brick.
And in case you didn't know what it is, it was properly labeled down at the bottom. It said brick very clearly.
Do you
there
think
might
they
have
got
been
it
some
at
confusion with that.
like a brick store?
I don't know. I didn't stop to ask where the origin of the brick was. It did end up in the baby carriage at one point.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
there's that.
Then they probably just shipped it over to Riptide after making its venture back then.
Through LTC, yeah.
Yeah, that's certainly true.
But, I mean, things seem to go pretty well here for Cream Soda. They're starting to get the hang of things. Hopefully, they can keep that moving up through the next few games.
So here, counter pick for Cream Soda. Talked to Goss a little bit earlier, and they were like, yeah, we're not going back to Rainmaker. That was a mistake. They don't want to do big maps either. Now, they did pick Clamplitz at Scorch Gorge, and they did win on that earlier. The question is, oh, yeah.
Hey.
I was about to say, it's kind of tricky doing stuff like that because, well, you already beat them on it once. They're going to make adjustments. Is there going to be something different? It's really hard to beat a team twice in the same exact map and mode.
And you know what's interesting, Popgun? That is the second map that they just picked right then and there. They're going to go back to that Scorch Gorge Clan Blitz map.
Oh my gosh. So shout out to Cactus out in the crowd who's been recording all of this stuff. I asked Cactus to send me screenshots of the KAs. Guess how many times Bagel died in that 5-minute overtime game?
So
2.
I mean.
Well, you're looking right at it, so I
Oh,
guess
was
that's
it actually 2?
It is actually 2.
Oh, dang.
Bagel went 26-2 in that Splat Zones game. Bagel went 26-0 in the Rainmaker game that these two teams played against each other.
I watched a game earlier today where Bagel went like 18-0.
Now,
it's Bagel.
Well, it's also, yes, it is Bagel.
It's Bagel.
This is what Bagel has traditionally done. The things that don't show up on the stat sheets to win games. However, this shows up obviously on the stat sheet clearly. Now, it's pencil. If you want to beat this team, if you're Cream Soda, you got to be thinking, okay, how do we make Bagel play the video game? Like, how do we make sure Bagel just doesn't sit back there, paint, throw soda, and just eliminate people before the game? And did a good job of canceling those hammers, too.
Legitimately, if you're sitting there and you're like, man, why did I lose that game? And you look and the pencil had 0 deaths, that's your problem.
And
right there. You need to get rid of that backline.
On the flip side, it's the same thing for Pursuit. Wave went 21-3. Welcome to the pencil meta.
You know, and this is why it's so much more important to deal with pencil in this very, very silly meta here, where hey, the pencil has continued to be as dominant as ever. Once again, crowd, we've heard your energy here in Game 1 of Grands. Game 2 of Grands coming up here in Scorch Gorge Clan Blitz. Guys, count us down.
Oh!
Hello!
Is this 2021? What version of Biscuit is this? We haven't seen this in a long time.
I am totally here for the Biscuit Nautilus. I've been kind of praying that it would come back someday, and maybe this is our time.
The only thing that's making me sad is that Bagel's not doing it too. We could go back to true pandemic FT win style.
You know what that is certainly true. And hey, why not use that Nautilus with that triple splashdown? See if you can get as much value as you can. As again, we're having a bit of a messy fight here, but the Zuga is able to get a few more as both teams kind of just gathering plans there. But Biscuit's able to move off ahead. Rest of Cream Soda having to retreat there. They do get the shutdown on the Biscuit. At least the triple splashdown's here.
By the way, we talked about what adjustments Pursuit would make, considering they did lose on this map against this same team earlier.
Wow.
Maybe that Nautilus is the thing. Also, it does a good job of dealing with Hammer, which they've been talking about has been an issue.
Very true. And then they mentioned Hammer has been a big issue for them, and we saw it a few times in that last game, just coming in and bowling over multiple players. So maybe the Nautilus is exactly what they needed.
And now the ultimate question is, can that Nautilus provide even more value that they couldn't bring out here in this first map? As the suction bolts are being thrown in there, that does go down, as we do see Thunder and the rest of Green Zone still trying to gather plans, still trying to look for that first opening there on that ramp. They are going to lose a member there, and Thunder has to just escape for their lives. As there's that Hammer, there's the shutdown on the Hammer. Bagel shuts down Zenith, and that Hammer is going to be lost there as well. As there's the Power Clan being thrown in there, Zuka gets one from the side, and there's going to be two members down. This has been a very neutral battle.
I just want to say that Nautilus with Splashdown was a mistake, and Nintendo needs to get rid of it.
Yeah, I think Biscuit was kind of hoping that Inkjet would deploy right there, but ultimately Cream Soda picking up where they left off last time, getting below 60 on this opening push. They're not done yet, Keon.
And right now they're still trying to see if they can get even more points on the board. They were able to break this down to 56 points remaining, and of course 44 points cash in, but they're not able to get as much more than that. At least it's the first push of the game so far for Cream Soda.
Such a big problem with this map is the clam distribution in mid. The middle of the map is so massive. So controlling that clam flow and that clam economy is incredibly important, and I'm honestly not seeing a lot of it in this game.
I'm a little disappointed we didn't give you an opportunity to do your little clam spiel before this one gets going right there, but you found a way to slip it in. Yeah, the calculating, you can control the spawns of the game. And, well, right now, Cream Soda's in a good position to keep this one going.
And right now, Cream Soda can still afford to play even more neutral and still trying to keep control of this fan base as much as they can. Okay, Bagel, we see you there. Bisk is able to follow suit. Two members down. Wave and Goss both went down just now. As Zetas is still trying to play very opportunistic there as that triple splash down just used to put paint down on the turf at the very least. So it's still 1-for-1 trade there. Zenith is still lurking large. Biscuit shuts down Zenith once again. And so far, two members down. Continuing on here. Cream Soda still holding this lead for as long as they can.
Happiness maintaining a lot of really good neutral here, managing to get a lot of really good picks, but they're not getting the clams and the momentum they need to actually move forward into a basket.
And so far, can the Zuka for Thunder, which they will not. I was gonna say, can they get value right away? And Bagel's like, no, forget that idea. There's that first push right away for Pursuit, and here come the clamps. Here's the triple link strike to help defend this push a little bit more. They do lose a slosher on top of it. 68 points remaining, and still Kenny. Here's Zenith with that hammer, takes out one, takes out two, and is shut down by Ice, but it did the job that it needed to do. As three members have gone down, there's the wipeout. Cream Soda hole.
I like the patience by Cream Soda on that defense, buying time so where they can deploy the hammer in that perfect kind of spot to Pac-Man their way down and completely shut down the push. Still, that's the first time Pursuit has scored in Clam Blitz in these two games they played against each other.
And honestly, they almost got 4 there with that hammer, which would have been so clip-worthy. I'm kind of sad it didn't happen.
And that's just the unfortunate thing. Okay, hang up for a hot second. That's 3 members down for Pursuit. There's the other push. Cream Soda breaks through the penalty once again, and they are able to cash it on more points. It's now 37 points remaining. Triple A tricks there. Almost a defensive one of UL, but Thunder's able to throw in a few more clamps in that box. There's Zenith. Zenith takes out Ice once again with the whirl of that hammer, and it is going to be 40 seconds still counting down. 28 points remaining is the score, and Cream Soda helps continues to extend their lead.
A nice play by the players pushing up and start attacking. Who was gathering the clams back there? The basket was wide open and completely clear. I wonder if the ink strikes just displaced some people or some on the back end were just splatted, but that was an opportunity to go and gather up some clams that just wasn't there.
That's exactly the problem. What actually happened was a Kyo flanking from behind with those strikes maintained mid and disallowed Cream Soda from getting more clams. That said, we are 10 seconds left in this game, and things are getting hype.
Things are getting tense right now. Pursuit has one last chance as his 3 seconds are ticking down. There will be the overtime. Kicking in as the crowd chants out overtime. Kill is still trying to lurk with that saucer there. Can Kill find any value? Yes, takes out Thunder. It is going to be a trade, but will Pursuit be able to get that first push in there as Ice throws out the Zuka, takes out Thunder, but 3 members have gone down. Cream Soda will be happy here. They not only got that delayed wipe, they will tie the setup 1-1.
Where else than the competitive Splatoon community where you'll hear people chanting Cream Soda?
Which is honestly a mediocre soda.
You know what? I'm with Lily on that one.
But fantastic job from Cream Soda there for winning on a real mode. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And impressively doing it twice. Same exact map and mode, getting some win behind themselves. Now, they don't have to worry about the losing streak. That's off their back. They got the crowd riled up. They've eased into the set. Now, the question is, what is Pursuit going to be throwing back at them?
Beyond that, they also don't have to worry about winning that game 3 than trying to reverse sweep.
That art just got both of us.
It's a flip-a-floppa.
Yep.
Occasional pickup of a Kyo-related team. Yeah, Shy Guy being thrown in there for some reason. Nicely done, whoever drew that. That was great.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was great.
Good job.
This community's awesome, isn't it?
Really?
For sure.
Isn't it?
I mean, except for this guy.
Well, you're just trying to get these back into your possession. You are still banned from these things.
I'm confiscating that away from you, Lily.
That's not going to help your case at all. You got to start being a little bit nicer to me. By the way, the pick that Pursuit managed to come out with right there, as somebody who knows how to work a crowd.
Of course.
Even they just lost and they're still getting the crowd hyped up. Do you think they're really bothered by the fact that they just took an L?
No, absolutely not. I don't think Kyo's ever really bothered by losing a game unless it's like the end of the set.
Tower Control Mako Mart was picked last time these two teams played against each other. This time opting to go with Manta Maria.
Now the ultimate question is, will this Manta Maria pick play out? Because as we saw earlier there, well, they were able to win in this Mako TC. So hey, instead of Mako TC, why not choose Manta Maria Tower Control, which is a very intriguing pick. I'm actually going to be curious to see if Pursuit has any adjustments, or they're just going to try to say, hey, we can take Cream Soda here in this Manta Tower Control map.
I mean, they probably do think they can take them. It's a bad map though, so you know, I mean, all power to them.
Let's play the game. How many times did Bagel get splatted in that last game? I'm setting the over-under at 2.5. Keon, you taking the over or the under?
I think it looks like Kyo who has to press A.
I'm taking the under.
You're taking the under? Over or under 2.5 deaths in that last game for Bagel?
Over.
You're correct.
Yeah.
4.
Wow.
Now, Clam Blitz, they were behind. They had to push up. And that's part of the thing. You get that early lead. The pencil can't just sit back there and coast and take care of business. Force them to play the video game. Especially
on a map like that with heavy Ink Zukas coming in, a lot of splashdowns. There's a lot of ways to get picked out that you wouldn't normally see in a different map where you could play more safe.
And now the ultimate question there, because he's had, as you know there too, just the amount of Zugas that were being dished out there. And hey, if Cream Soda can Cream Soda keep up with that momentum, see if Pursuit has other ideas though, because I'm sure Pursuit want to have other ideas. Game 3 this time on Manta Maria Tower Control. Once again, crowd, you guys have been amazing throughout with the countdowns. Can you give us another one here for Game 3?
We are moving into Game 3 of our grand finals. The biggest change I want to note here is Kyo on that blaster. He has been picking it up a few times over the weekend, but it is definitely the first time this set that we have seen it.
And also the other change too, Biscuit's going to the 52 gal for this one. So Biscuit just trying to work and see if they can get any more value, which of course Goss does go down. It's going to be a very messy fight around mid as both teams looking to take control of the tower as much as they can. Kill, nice little splat there onto Thunder with that blaster. Again, you highlighted that kill using that blaster, see if they can get any value right away. It's again so much of a messy fight here. It's going to end with Pursuit taking 3 members out in a delayed setup there. Cream Soda loses 3. Now Pursuit's going to be pushing.
Cream Soda getting a little staggered around this opening, but it's not too much of a big deal. You can kind of give up this first checkpoint. It's not the biggest deal as long as you hold on to your street. That's the biggest area that you're going to be fighting in, and you cannot let it go.
By the way, we've been pointing out how Bagel hasn't been dying a lot. It's not because Bagel's hiding from everybody, although they're about to jump out right there. They're really pushed up in that scenario and finding those key spots to lead the tower from a safe distance along that little ice wall atop there, as Ice is just going to fall asleep on this tower underneath that bubble. Second checkpoint cleared already.
And Cooler also being dished out there to help support the rest of the Pursuit there. As members are once again going down, it is going to be 2 members down right away there. Cream Soda's going to lose 2. And here's Zenith having to play a little patient with the hammer, but is shut down once again. As Biscuits is popping the killer whale once more. Zuka's being popped there by Ice. As it looks like this tower is still progressing a little bit further, but just taking its time. They are able to clear the 3rd checkpoint. 2 members have gone down. It will slow this one by just a bit. Another lifeline for Cream Soda as they are able to get 2 members out. At least it is a decent hold, but they lose all 3 checkpoints in the process. And now this tower is slowly resetting back, and Cream Soda is trying to retake any advantages they can get.
Cream Soda definitely in a position now where they need to stabilize and get their specials ready and take that street area. Like I mentioned earlier, that street is the biggest point of conflict in this entire game, and if you do not hold it, you will not win the game.
And Kill once again gets another splat there with that blaster as well. It is going to be 2 members down once again, and again 2 specials now available for Cream Soda as they do 3 specials, and again so much carnage. It ends with 3 down. Cream Soda's again another opportunity for them to push. They are going to be able to clear up this first checkpoint. Everybody's trying to move right up ahead as there is that hammer that is available from Zenith if they can take advantage.
That was an opportunity for Cream Soda to blow the doors wide open right there, but Keo able to work a 2v1 into a trade. Zenith's getting the cheer from the crowd for successfully going up here. Is it going to lead to anything? The answer is no. They're not even going to, no, they're not quite past that second checkpoint yet. I don't even think they got halfway through it.
Yeah, only halfway through that second checkpoint there. But there, again, more specials have been used. There is that Zuka as well. They are able to, again, still hold firm up ahead, close into Pursuit's base. But now, Thunder and the rest of that group here from Green Soda. Once again, Goss and Thunder trying to move up as a unit as the suction bomb's being thrown in. Biscuit does go down. 2 members have gone down. Now it's a winnable opportunity here for Cream Soda. But Cream Soda, they do lose 2 again. And once again, and Zenith has that hammer that is available. They want to make advantage here. Ice able to take out Zenith. They call it their name. Well, they decided to prove me wrong. They're like, nah, throw the Zuka out there, and Zenith takes it out.
Cream Soda throughout this whole push, it's been like a 2-minute push. They've managed to just keep control of this mid area fairly well and back off when they need to. They know they have a long fight ahead of them to get through all of these checkpoints and get down to 8 to take this game.
The problem is they just haven't found a way to get established control of all the areas they need. When they get control of street, well, here's Keo with the blaster on the left side. Well, they take care of that. They can't get the hammer up on the right side that started attacking all these different things. There's at least one spot that Pursuit is able to hold on to, and there's just nowhere for Cream Soda to push the tower through.
That's the real challenge on this map, is there's so many angles you have to watch once you get up into that street area that it's impossible to keep an eye on them all. And when you have players as good as the ones on Happiness, any one of those players from any one of those angles can prove a massive threat.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing there is how do you deal with that? As again, another trade happens there. It's another 1-for-1 trade, but it looks like Green Soda are trying to make a second push. Have there both teams going to lay 2 down as we speak. As Wave and Zenith planted upstairs, trying to see if they can find any other way to push forward. But it looks like this is just slowing down just a little bit. Zenith once again with that hammer as Pursuit. It's not allowing Zenith to use that hammer to its fullest extent there. But there are 2 members down. Zenith at least is trying to just a little bit. As the delay 3, I believe a delayed wipeout is there until 20 seconds left to go on the clock. Checkpoint 2 is being embarked.
That was an extremely awkward play for both teams, but it somehow landed into the favor of Zenith. But even then, it's not enough. They get wiped out on top of that. I think the crowd's just going to count us out of this one.
I think that crowd's going to count us out here with the crowd chain down 2-1, and that will be it. 2-1 series lead here for the Eternal Pursuit of Happiness, and it will be championship point coming up here in Grand Finals.
You can definitely see why Eternal Pursuit of Happiness chose that map. They were fairly dominating on it the entire time.
And by the way, they've already won on tower control Mako Mart as well. So twice they've beaten Cream Soda on tower control. And as we're thinking about counter picks, we know they don't want to go back to Rainmaker. That was not a fun time. So what does that leave with for them to pick?
I mean,
they either go back to Splat Zones or tower control. They're going to have to...
Or pick another Clam Blitz.
They can't. They already won on Clam
Oh.
Blitz.
Yeah, this is counter pick rules. You can't go back to
Right.
clamps, and of course you can't go back to score. So they have to pick. I'd imagine zones or tower obviously being the two they noted.
Combining the winner's final set, those are maps they are 0-2 against Pursuit against. So something's got to give here. Cream Soda wants to extend it to a game 5.
I definitely wouldn't want to pick tower control. Kyo's blaster is nasty. I don't want to fight that if I can help it.
So there is a possible chance they could go back to zones, and as you know, there too, Kyo switching to that blaster, of course, with that tower control map, of course, a very solid choice overall. But now we have to raise the questions here is, well, okay, if you're gonna go through zones, the ultimate question is, how do you deal with the rest of Pursuit of Happiness, which, you know, they've gotten their number on that first map in Mako zones earlier.
I don't think it, I mean, obviously the mode they picked is important, but I think it's more so what specific map are they looking to go for. They don't want anything big. They want something narrow, something they can take advantage of the hammered path that they got going on through. What is this? Oh, is that Bagel?
Yeah. It is absolutely Bagel.
By the way, shout out to Ink Fairer for operating the camera through the crowd right here, giving all these shots. Yes, turns out it is Bagel now that the camera's in focus. Yeah. It says right there.
Bagel is a poo lover. That's what it said.
A poo lover?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Who's the snail thing?
I believe that was also at LTC.
Yes.
It was the counter to the chicken.
I think
the
so.
Moonlight was pulling out.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, it's also worth noting at this point, first of all, we're going to Zone's Hacklefish Market.
Which
very interesting.
Is a map and mode they played in game 1, which it was back and forth.
Right.
I mean, if there is such a thing as a close loss, which I don't think actually exists, you took an L, you took an L. But they might have seen something, well, we could change this weapon, or we could change this opening, or this play style that will work out into our favor here. But they're trying to exercise the demons on a map and mode that's about as common and neutral as you see in Splatoon 3.
And to your point too, because it was so close earlier, maybe we were able to challenge Pursuit of Happiness in that first map earlier. So like, okay, if we can change this up just a little bit more. Of course, execution-wise, they got to replicate just what they did in game 1 of Winners Finals, except just a lot better.
It's worth noting right now, though, we are at match point for Eternal Pursuit of Happiness. This could be the tournament for them if they win this.
Biggest Splatoon tournament ever to exist in the known universe.
Okay.
Yep.
So, crowd, I'm going to need your help here for this game. We need a little bit of cheering for Cream Soda.
What?
We want.
Why Cream Soda? You don't want to go to bed?
No, we want.
You don't want to get dinner?
Do you not want bracket reset? We want bracket reset.
I think the crowd knows what they want to deal with. But of course, fourth map being Hagglefish Market Zones. There is a lot of excitement out there. Please keep that excitement out for this map as well. Go ahead.
Yet again, back into this game, potentially tournament point for Eternal Pursuit of Happiness, potentially the start of a kind of sweep for Cream Soda. But for now, we're going to take a look at this. There's not a whole lot different from what you've been seeing so far. We are back on that slosher peak for Kyo, having shelved his blaster for now.
Yeah, one game away from the Canadian sweep. We'll call it that for Pursuit here.
It's curling. I don't know.
Close enough. We'll call it the Canadian sweep just for Lily here. As we get a 1-for-1 trade, by the way, Kyo has gone down on top. Indeed, once again, jump scaring the rest of Pursuit of Happiness with that one hammer splat, which is just enough for them to at least get control of the zone here. It's going to be 90 points remaining down, still counting. But how long can you keep the zones there as the triple interest has been popped? As Ice has that Suga at the ready, which they are going to pop right there. There is that zones being flipped out right away. And they should be getting lead here shortly. It's still Ice, still living deep there. They get one. Can they get Thunder as well? Yes, they do. It's a double for Ice.
Did Ice just take a Zuka shot to the face and then live to tell the tale? This is LAN, by the way. You can't blame any Wi-Fi connections. That just happened for real.
It absolutely did. Now, Cream Soda having a strong opening there is unfortunately now on the back foot and is going to have to find a way to get back in here. The Zuka coming out on the side of Happiness is going to cause some problems, but a few picks here should give Cream Soda the opening they're looking for.
And once again, Cream Soda is still trying to take advantage of the few picks that they can have, and they will be able to get the zone split there. They will be out of penalty points here shortly, and they are able to continue to snowball this through. 2 members have gone down. Goss and the rest of Cream Soda still trying to keep up with this aggression, but they are playing this one just a little further back, likely trying to cut off any entry points for Pursuit of Happiness.
Sometimes I feel like Goss has plot armor. Like, shots that would normally kill me don't kill Goss for some reason. They just live and get a pick.
Yeah, speaking of Zenith, Zenith is shut down, but not before they take out a couple members right there, then and there. Bagel's able to get one as well. Thunder did go down from Bagel's sniper right there, as it looks like Biscuit going down, trying to go a little too deep, trying to continue that aggression as well. Bolt, this zone, stuck in neutral. Cream Soda gets the retake. This could be another lead change, and Kill, but even though Kill went down, Pursuit of Happiness was able to get the zones back just at the nick of time. Both teams are deep into the penalty points here as 2 members have gone down. Cream Soda is gonna have to respond soon.
Honestly, they're doing a fantastic job holding that mid, holding that neutral for quite some time. Even now, Zenith kind of sharking here in the front of zone, waiting for someone to approach him so that he can take something further. But the team, Cream Soda, is really not that far back out of spawn. That wasn't a lockout by any means.
This is another opportunity to try to get something going with these hammers. Is Zenith going to accomplish it? Finally, getting a splat on Bagel. That doesn't feel like a trade. That feels like a complete win when you're able to take care of that pencil. And now, almost called him Crush Soda, excuse me.
Yep.
Cream Soda is starting to push up.
And Cream Soda is still trying to see if they can get out those penalty points here soon. That crowd is chanting Cream Soda. That Cream Soda audience is right behind them. But can Pursuit of Happiness shut that one down as Ice throwing Zuka shots into the heavens to no success. That is a lead change. 33 points and still counting. Zenith does go down, but Cream Soda will live to have the lead here for just a few short moments. It looks like Pursuit of Happiness able to get the zones back just in the nick of time.
Pursuit does manage to cap that, apply a penalty to Cream Soda. A 39 point isn't that big really in the scheme of things. Minute and a half left in this game. We're going to need to see Pursuit be a little bit more aggressive if they want to close out the tournament here.
And they're doing a good job with that flank by Biscuit. It seems like Cream Soda's a little bit rattled right now or something. Normally you don't see that flank just land that cleanly. They got to be able to control the sides if they want to hold on to this lead.
And just continue on with a little bit of patience there from Cream Soda. They have the lead for now, but this could be devastating news as it again 1-for-1 trade. But more importantly, Pursuit of Happiness is going to be out of the penalty points here, and it will be less than a minute to go here. As this looks like 1 point difference. Cream Soda gets the retake.
They absolutely do, and a fantastic show of power. 2 players down the side of Pursuit is going to put Cream Soda not only in the lead, but in advantage position right here. A flank coming in from Kyo is going to get picked up, and Bagel trying to find footing on their ramps while Thunder approaches rapidly.
And right now, Zenith is able to get 1 more as 10 points and still counting down from the penalty points there. 2 members have gone down, but it is going to be trades across the board, and they're able to extend their lead, trying to avoid the 1 point lead as much as they can. 23 points still going. Cream Soda chance in the audience as we speak. Biscuit is throwing this one out here as soon as possible. 10 points remaining. They do lose control for just a few more moments. Pursuit of Happiness, they do get it back. 10 seconds left. Can Pursuit of Happiness get the retake here at a critical moment there? Cream Soda will be having with the neutral at least for a few quick seconds as the crowd chanting down Pursuit of Happiness. They do get overtime. They do lose 2 members in the process. Cream Soda, once again, they have to find a way to get into that retake. They did lose Bagel from earlier. Sniper has gone down. Cream Soda looking for the retake here. We are going to Game 5 here in Grand Finals.
What a smart counter pick by them. Clearly it worked out.
It did. It did.
They saw the adjustment. What if we just splat Bagel?
Yeah.
And it works.
That's it.
Let's just chuck some hammers, and then they magically get the splat. But Zenith, it seemed like, was, I'm just going to fight Bagel every single time I'm even anywhere near them. Throw some torpedoes, throw some hammer, and now we're staring down at Game 5.
So, I'm not entirely sure, y'all, but do you think they want bracket reset?
I can't hear what they're saying.
I can't hear it either.
Bracket reset.
Oh, okay. I hear it.
I understand now.
By the way, whoever keeps screaming, are you okay? Can we get somebody to check on that person on the right side? I hope they're all
Yeah,
right.
hey, crowd.
If there was an award for most hype and also the most you're not going to have any voice left at the airport tomorrow, it would be that same person.
Yeah, if you're in the crowd tonight screaming, please hydrate. Please hydrate.
You can tell that my voice was about to give way at the very end of that map. And for good reason, too. Tense moment overall between the Eternal Pursuit of Happiness and Cream Soda as well. Lily, I don't know if my voice will be able to survive by the end of the night at the rate we are going.
I mean, if there's a bracket reset, we might have to sub someone else in for Keon. I'm sure we can find a volunteer, get some really hype commentary in here, or Popgun and I can try to do, pull a little more weight. We're kind of slacking over here, I think.
Ooh, I don't want to point out negative things, but I will say this: Kyo got beat up on that last one.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But now it's time to bounce back because guess what? It is counter pick time for the Eternal Pursuit of Happiness. They cannot go to tower control. They cannot go to splat zones. They lost on Clam Blitz, and I think there's one mode they are feeling pretty good about Cream Soda not feeling good about. I wonder if we're going to see Rainmaker Undertow, and that's going to close it out here.
The unfortunate thing, yes, we are going to be seeing Rainmaker Museum Alfonsino.
Hello.
By the way, Wave keeps DCing at the end of all these games. As far as what is up with that?
Are they popping off too hard?
That could be.
You know what? I don't blame any player for popping off, especially winning a tense game 4 into a game 5.
Can we talk about how the TOs came over and were like, hey, if y'all hungry box, you're DQ'd. That's it. You're off the stage.
Did they really say
Yeah,
that?
they did. They told
They
us
did.
anytime we got on stage, if you hungry box, you're out.
What an unfortunate way to have this one to end.
What an
right here.
unfortunate way to name a thing, like a massive pop-off where you throw chairs, and that's called a hungry box.
This feels like the tournament right now, though. To lose this one, even if it goes to a bracket reset, I feel like there'd be so much momentum going behind Cream Soda that they would have a huge advantage going into that final one right here. If you were to win on Rainmaker as well, a mode they told me literally, like, we don't want to play them here.
Yeah.
We counterpicked against them. We regretted it. And by the way, the last time they played Rainmaker, Bagel 26 KA, a big fat goose egg as far as the death column is concerned. And that was an overtime Rainmaker game, which says one thing: Bagel doesn't touch the Rainmaker.
That's true. Yes, absolutely. But I think that's smart. I wouldn't want Bagel to touch Rainmaker. I want Bagel behind me, shooting the people in front of me.
Yes.
You know
Also, a Bagel wouldn't do a good job of touching. Well, I guess a Biscuit wouldn't either. But here we are.
Yeah. Here we are,
Ha
indeed.
ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. They were left unattended.
No. You were banned from that.
No.
Can I get production? Can we get some persistent, some security back over here? Doughboy, please.
Are y'all ready with your clappers?
Here we go.
We need
Yes.
help.
Are y'all ready with your clappers?
Here comes the production crew to save me from this. Thank you, Doughboy. No!
Doughboy's my friend.
You know what? Doughboy, I appreciate you, but come on now.
Love you, Doughboy.
This might be the worst land of all time. It might be. It might go down as that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It could be.
I mean, while we're waiting for everyone to ready up, because, reasons, can we just do a quick shout out for TOs for putting on this massive event?
Seriously. And keep that shout-out train going for Game 5 here at Museum de Alfonsino. Rainmaker for a Game 5 countdown. Chat, lead us off.
And we are in. This is potentially the final game of Riptide 2024 or a lead into a bracket reset and 5 more exciting games.
Yeah, and right now, Rainmaker already popped right away here to kick off this Game 5. Pursuit of Happiness is still trying to attack, but they are able to take 2 members out. This should be the first checkpoint coming up here soon as the rest of the team is moving right up ahead. But there is that first checkpoint, and this could get out of control here in a flash. Biscuit pumps the killer whale as the Zuka beam fired from distance. Both teams trade 1 for 1 as Thunder trying to see if they can get value out of their Zukas for the most part, but it is going to be 2 members out. It is a messy fight, but Pursuit of Happiness will be happy to take this one home. Triple H going to the left-hand side. ISSB is carrying this Rainmaker home. They lost the Rainmaker to make that 3 down from Pursuit of Happiness, but they will get 21 points remaining.
How did we get 50 seconds into that match and people are already in the enemy spawn? What in the world happened?
I'll tell you what happened. Is the opening by Cream Soda. Goss opted to go by themselves on the flank at the beginning on the right side. Eternal Pursuit didn't do that. Instead, they went 3v1. Cleared out Goss on the side, just opened up the door for them to get the push going. I didn't think they'd get 21 remaining, but that opened up the door for them to clear such a huge lead at the start.
And at least for Cream Soda right now, there's still at least plenty of time, but that 21 points rate is a lead, of course. In certain contexts, it could be very safe. But Zenith may have other ideas right now, but they are going to get shut down. 2 members have gone down on top of it, killing the rest of Pursuit of Happiness. They at least hold on defense for the short term. Rainmaker is going to reset.
Pursuit coming into this match incredibly strong. A consistent almost 2 down on the side of Cream Soda. They know they need to clear up this match, and they do not want to go to a bracket reset. They need to end this now.
I'm trying to think of a way for Cream Soda to get back into this one. I mean, they got to be feeling the pressure up to this point. This is such a huge mountain they've got to climb, but right now, step 1 is getting control of mid. And even when it seems like they did, Bagel has something to say about it, canceling that Trizuka before getting anything going. They're not even going to be able to grab the Rainmaker.
Yeah, they're not able to grab the Rainmaker at this stage, and that neutral might be huge. But in the grand scheme of things, 2 member has gone down once again. Cream Soda, they need to look for that first checkpoint as soon as possible here, just to at least give themselves some room to work with. This might be the chance here. Thunder will be able to slam this one home. First checkpoint's clear. Both teams have cleared out the first checkpoint already. Now we're back here with a checkpointless game. 2:30 left to go on the clock. Again, that crowd is still going strong.
It feels like the real danger at this point in the game is Bagel on that top right side. You need to get Bagel off of that area.
And here comes the hammer slicing right through. Not going to get anything. Good job by Pursuit enduring the specials that have been thrown out. But still, Cream Soda clears the checkpoint. Not too shabby.
Yeah, not too shabby, and it is very important right now for Cream Soda to still take control of this fight area. There is this is going to go down. They may have overextended just a little bit more as Thunder trying to fire some Zuka shots. They are able to take out Kill. Zenith playing this one patiently. They do lose one member of their own. On top of it, members are going down left and right. The hammer toss line right there from Bagel as Bagel still survives to fight another day.
They tried everything to get rid of Bagel. First the Zukas, then the hammers trying to ledge kill them as well. Nothing landing, and Bagel just punished everything, completely shutting down what could have been a possible winning push from Cream Soda.
And right now, with that huge shutdown, had they gone Bagel, this could have been a very different story there for Cream Soda. But at the end of the day, this Rainmaker is going to reset. 1:20 left to go on the clock. Again, in a very tense game 5. It still could be anybody's game here. It's going to come down to how this game plays out here with both checkpoints being cleared, Rainmakers being dropped. There on the other side, Goss is still trying to find openings there, trying to invade Pursuit's plat. With 1:05 to go, this is going to get tense.
Cream Soda doing a pretty good job here of controlling the mid area, but Kyo did sneak in and grab that Rainmaker, dropped it on the left-hand side where Bagel can kind of keep an eye on it. So Cream Soda now has to bring it all the way back across mid and try to get set back up. It feels like a really nice distraction there.
And right now, Zuka being launched, and they're trying to fire into Cream Soda's direction. They're trying to die. Another push. Kill is shut down. 2 members are going down. That's the lead. That's the 3 down, actually. Wave is trying to put a move right up ahead. This is their time. Cream Soda, 30 points, 30 seconds. The Rainmaker is dropped. The Rainmaker
They're not done. They're not done. They're not done. Zenith is still there with Goss. If they can pop the Rainmaker, but Bagel's still alive up top. Oh, this is getting close.
20 seconds left to go on the clock here. Pursuit needs a hold on defense for as long as they can. There's a shutdown. Zenith does get one with the ultrasound. The Rainmaker is still.
Oh, they're 2 down.
They're still 2 down. 10 seconds left to go on the clock. It is a great 3. The wipeout is there. The wipeout is there.
That might be it.
The Rainmaker's top once again. This was the close finish. This is overtime. 2 members have gone down. Bagel went down as well about it. Somebody needs to move forward. They dropped the Rainmaker. They dropped the Rainmaker in the last few seconds. And for the Riptide 2024, the Eternal Pursuit of Happiness, your winners.
Woo! Oh my goodness! They were in the right position. It seemed like they're in the right position. Everybody getting in the right spot. Goss pushed all the way up. But there was just, the Rainmaker just stuck on that left side. They had nowhere to really move with it except for forward, where there was constantly an ink wall being thrown right up front. Oh my goodness.